Before we get started, this video is brought to you by Squarespace. I really appreciate Squarespace sponsoring this video. A little later in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can save 10%. But first, we have a review to do. Breaking Bad, El Camino, or it's Breaking Bad presents El Camino, or just El Camino. Point is, El Camino is the Breaking Bad movie we didn't know we needed, but after watching it, we kind of did, and I'm surprised I didn't think of it sooner. This is the story of Jesse Pinkman and what happened after he got away. All right, spoilers for Breaking Bad. Not El Camino, not gonna spoil that. But Breaking Bad, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad yet, what? I'm just saying, at the end of Breaking Bad, you should have seen it by now. Jesse Pinkman gets away, and we were just supposed to be like, oh, I guess Jesse Pinkman gets away. So now we see what happened with Jesse Pinkman as he's trying to get away. And Aaron Paul's great in this. He's great in this movie. He was great in the show. It's like he got better as the show went on. He has a great arc in the show that this movie does. It carries forward. It's like, no, he still has an arc. He has more to give. And the movie has really intense moments. These are things, it has everything you've come to expect from a Vince Gilligan Breaking Bad project. It's shot well, has great cinematography, a couple of neat musical sequences. Musical montages necessary in Breaking Bad. You watch this movie, you know it's from the mind of Breaking Bad. I was surprised that it does bounce back a little bit and shows a little bit of the past. Didn't expect that. I expected it to just go forward. Like, I'm not gonna get into specifics or anything like that, but one of the flashbacks is it's like a hangout day, which it has to do because it has to show, all right, well, this happened and that's why he's doing this other thing now in the present time. But it's a hangout day. And fuck that hangout day. I would rather watch porn with my mom sitting next to me and have her audibly tell me what's happening on screen as I'm watching it than have that day. What I really appreciate is it doesn't feel like it was an afterthought. This feels like a thing that just didn't fit in with the show. And then he started Better Call Saul and he didn't really have time to put it in there. He didn't have time to do this in between that and Better Call Saul. Vince Gilligan, the man who spent Breaking Bad showing us that everything leaves a footprint. Everything matters. Every little detail matters and they can all come back to haunt you. Vince Gilligan, the man who even took time in Better Call Saul to show us, hey, how much went into some things in Breaking Bad, keeping it vague. You should totally watch Better Call Saul. Nothing is easy. Nothing just happens. And that guy told us, yeah, I guess he just got away. You know this haunted him. I feel like it haunted him every night since Breaking Bad finished. Like, all right, Walter White's arc, it's done. Mike Ehrmantraut's done. Saul, we went back. We've shown his beginning. We're showing his beginning. We're even showing where he ends up at the beginning of the seasons. But Jesse, I guess, just got away. You know that haunted him. Walter White's right hand doesn't just get away. There's a story, there's a process, there's a lot that can happen. He knew there was more to tell, and it really does feel like, yeah, there was more to tell. Walter White cast such a huge shadow over Breaking Bad, it was the right call if you had to choose to have Walter White, have it concentrate on him. Jesse took a bit of a backseat, and now we have his ending. An ending that doesn't really feel tacked on. It may seem a little late, but better late than never. What can I say? My real regret is that it's only 2 hours long. I would have liked to have seen this be like a mini-series or something. 6 episodes long or something like that. Because in the end, El Camino, it was great. It started out great. You're right into the Breaking Bad world. You have a little bit of like, where's it going? Why is it doing that? But you stick with it for the journey, and the journey completely makes sense. It never lost me. It's shot well. It looks great in 4K too. Because, I mean, Netflix streams and HDR. Your TV supports that. Watch it. Looks good. Aaron Paul's great in it, and most importantly, it's grounded in that realism that Breaking Bad was always grounded in. Granted, it's a fantasy movie, sure, or fantasy show. It's a fantasy universe, but it has that grit and has that realism, this is why we had to see what happened. I left the movie satisfied. Would it mean as much if you haven't watched Breaking Bad? No. You have to watch Breaking Bad if you're gonna watch this. You don't need to watch this if you feel fulfilled with Breaking Bad. However, the more I think about it after watching El Camino, I feel like I'm enlightened. Like, now I know. When I watch the end of Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman smashes through the fence, so I ignorantly just want to believe that's the ending? I can't. And the fact that I'm not willing to, like, if the movie sucked, then I can just be like, oh no, my ending's there. But it doesn't suck. It's good. So now you have this. The end of Breaking Bad now it forks into this other story. And I personally think that's really cool because that was my fear. My fear was that it was gonna feel really tacked on, unnecessary, but the story's not unnecessary. It's a story worth telling. The story he deserves. What would I rate this? It's tough. It's a Netflix movie that is springboarding off of a series. It's harder for me to rate this one for some reason. While I think about it though. Sponsorship! And again, this video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easy to build a website with a lot of great looking templates. You don't need exhaustive experience in the fine art of website building. It's made for us, we common folk. I appreciate that. Squarespace also lets you auto post content from your website to Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and you can also purchase domains directly from Squarespace. It's a digital world out there, an entrepreneurial world, and I personally appreciate something user-friendly like this. World's changing. Time we changed too. I hope they don't carry used to movie line. You can try it out for free, and when you're ready, click the link below to squarespace.com/Johns. Enter promo code Johns upon checkout. You save yourself 10% off your first domain purchase. Check it out, try it out. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. All right, I've decided. This movie is worth watching and worth buying in 4K. I imagine it'll come out in 4K eventually. It'll look good next to Breaking Bad. All right, so El Camino, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Did you think it was necessary? Did it feel tacked on for you? Or were you satisfied with Jesse Pinkman getting his chapter in the Breaking Bad universe? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.